Welcome in, Iowa Hawkeye basketball fans, to the third game of the year. I'm Luke Myers with Hawkeye Tailgate Report. We're going to be trying to do something a little different here. Over the years, I've heard a lot of people, a lot of Iowa fans constantly complain about the play men and color commentators that are put out by major networks like ESPN, CBS Sports, and NBC Sports. And they're quality at what they do. They understand the game just fine, but they don't understand the personal connections with the team or exactly how the team has been performing. Because as much as they believe they've been watching all this film, that's just not the case. There's no way you can watch 300 plus teams every week and see how they're playing. So I figured might as well start this up through our Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube pages. Try to do as many games as we can live. I have experience play-by-play myself. I went to school at St. Ambrose University for radio and TV production, and was the main play-by-play man at the university for my junior and senior year in both football and basketball, and I enjoyed doing it, so I figured why not? Might as well give this a shot and see how it goes. So Hawkeyes are partaking in the 2K Empire Classic at Madison Square Garden in New York City. From my understanding, it's that there's basically a blizzard going on in the big town right now. A lot of travel issues, but both teams have made it here. We'll go through the starting five for the Hawkeyes. You got Jordan Bohannon at the 1, Wieskamp at the 2, the freshman, the highly recruited freshman, Isaiah Moss at the 3, Cook at the 4, and Garza at the 5. But Cook will be doing the tip duties for the Hawkeyes. And for the 13th ranked Oregon Ducks, they have number 13, Paul White, number 14, Kenny Wooten, number 4, Ihab Amin, and number 3, Peyton Pritchard, with the big recruit for them, top 5 recruit this year, number 1, Bull. He is listed at 7 foot 2 inches tall, around 230 pounds, but he's not traditional. He can step out and hit the jumper. He's a very good three-point shooter, so the Hawkeyes are going to have to watch that as well as Cook wins the tip, and the Hawkeyes bring it up the left side of the floor, get trapped on the baseline, almost a turnover, saved by Wieskamp to Garza, back up top to Moss, circling it around to Cook. Cook trying to go one-on-one here, takes it to the hoop and lays it up off glass with the right hand. The Hawkeyes take the early lead. But up the floor in a hurry comes Oregon, but they travel as he cannot gather himself with the ball, started losing it out of bounds and snuck an extra step in there. And the ball is going back to the Hawkeyes. That'll be a turnover there on Wooten. Oregon picking up a full court pressure here. Garza trying to bring it up the floor. They get it to Cook. Bohannon now setting up the offense up top to Moss on the left wing. Moss to Wieskamp. Bohannon right wing now, trying to find something. Circling around to the left corner. Wieskamp. Cook. Left elbow jumper. No good. Rebounded by the Ducks, and they're coming up the floor looking for their first points of the game. Hawkeyes running man defense here early, trying to create a little havoc. You really want to limit Bull. It's a big matchup down low. You got Luka Garza, who's right around 7 foot, and Bull listed at 7'2". Bull trying to back down Garza. Good defense by Garza, though, and a missed shot by Bull, rebounded by Wieskamp. Up the floor he comes. Now he gets it to Cook. Out top at the key to Garza, left wing, deep 2 on the way. That one was blocked by Bull. He averages 3.5 blocks a game. Really long arms for him. And a drive to the hoop, no good. The layup is in and out, rebounded by Garza. He gets it to Bohannon. Stagnant offense here early for both teams. 1.5 minutes gone by in the first half. Moss trying to force feed it to Cook. Dangerous pass, but Cook corrals it. Trying to back down his defender. Takes it down low, but he gets pushed here. And the Hawkeyes will reset. First foul of the game on either team. There's Coach Fran McCaffrey. Everybody loves Fran. Coming off a rough season last year, trying to regather the young troops he has on this team. Bohannon inbounds on the baseline. Moss 3 on the way. That one is good. The left corner 3 good out of the hands of Isaiah Moss. And the Hawks lead is up to 5 here early. Bohannon picks up the ball. Ducks moving around to top the key. Good defense by Bohannon, cutting off that pass. Driving baseline is the Ducks. Layup no good. Rebounded by Moss. Hawks look to extend. Moss out top to Bohannon. Thought about a deep 3 for a second. You could see it in his hesitation. Screened by Garza. Bohannon takes it. Bohannon drives right to the hoop. That should have been goaltending. Still no call here, and there we go. 7-0 Hawks. Good move by Bohannon. Oregon defender just came a little late, and the Hawks will take it. Oregon coming into this game 2-0 as a three-pointer is rimmed out, no good. Rebounded by Garza, given to Cook up the right side of the floor. Driving inside, trying to force something, puts up the shot, no good. As I just mentioned, Oregon is 2-0 on the season, and they have wins over Portland State and Eastern Washington, both of them in pretty convincing fashion. The Hawkeyes coming into this one have faced two other opponents who participated in the 2K Empire Classic. They have faced Green Bay and UMKC, and neither of them were really blowouts. They were both by double figures, but the Hawkeyes did struggle in the first half as Cook rimmed out the first free throw there. The Hawks struggled in the first half of both of those games. Cook and Bohannon just really couldn't find their shots early in that first game. Wieskamp had a huge first half against UMKC. I think he had 4 3-pointers. Second free throw on the way. That one rolls over the front of the rim. Good. The Hawkeyes shutting out the Ducks here early, 8-0. But right up the floor come the Quackers. Three-pointer is good from the corner. That time, Amin gets the three-pointer to fall. Hawkeyes lead down to 5, but Moss tries to put up another shot, but Bull again gets his second block of the game. Bull trying to drive by Bohannon does. Baseline J on the way. That one is good. Way too easy. Basically throwing the ball down that time. Hawkeyes coming up the floor. Ducks have hit a little mini 5-0 run here. Garza trying to break this pressure. Gets it to Moss. Moss up top with it. Right wing. Wieskamp thought about a three. Pulled it back. They get it down low to Garza, who puts it off glass with the right hand. Good. Good move by the big man to end the little run by the Ducks. Oregon controlling. Pritchard up top with it. Bull trying to set a screen, but Pritchard doesn't want anything to do with it. Pritchard trying to drive by Bohannon. Battle of threes. Won by Pritchard. That's going to be a foul on the ground. The Ducks will reset here. As you see the Bull block again. He's very long arms. Has enough skill to get by Bohannon and put up the baseline J under pressure. 10-5 the score here. 16:28 left in the first half. Ball inbounded. Pritchard trying to go down baseline on Cook. Nothing going. They'll circle it up top and reset. Amin controls. Back to Pritchard. Left wing now trying to find something. Amin inside the free throw line jumper. No good. Fight for the rebound. Somebody grab it. And it will be grabbed by the Ducks. Ball inbounded low, and they will get a foul on Wieskamp as Bull was going up with the shot. Not much you can do there if you're Wieskamp. Rather have them earn them from the stripe than just giving them 2 easy ones. Almost to the under 16 timeout here. The Hawkeyes lead 10-5 over number 13 Oregon. First one on the way is good out of the big man's hands. He's toes up the stripe here, waiting the ball from the official. Couple dribbles. Second one is good as the first. 10-7 the score. Iowa leads. 16 minutes to go in the first half. Garza breaks the pressure, gets to Wieskamp on the right wing. Thought about driving on Bull, but then decided against it. Probably a good choice there. Garza, left elbow. Wieskamp, right wing three on the way. No good, just short, but it's going to go out of bounds off of the hands of Bull. A little mental mistake there, and the Hawkeyes will absolutely take it. We are at the first time out of the game. Hawkeyes lead 10-7 over number 13 Oregon. 15:48 to go. Hawkeyes looking pretty good early. They have done a pretty good job of containing Bull up to this point, but they've tried shooting over him and it hasn't really worked so far. But the Hawkeyes looking good. Got the offense clicking just a little bit. Defense looking sharp. We'll be back here in a few minutes. Got to give my voice a little break. Welcome back, Iowa Hawkeye fans. Hawkeyes coming out of the first break. They lead 10-7 over number 13 Oregon. Hawkeyes looking good early. Last two times these two teams matched up was the second round of the NIT back in 2012. That was kind of when the Hawkeye Revival Tour started up. Iowa would lose that game to Oregon in the NIT, but a couple of standout games by a couple of Hawkeye greats. Dev Marble would have 31 points in that game. Aaron White would have 22, and that would be Matt Gaines' last game. So if you can still remember Gaines, he was a great three-point shooter, great leader for the Hawkeyes. That was quite a ways ago, 6 years ago now. But Hawkeyes meeting up with the Ducks again as the Hawkeyes control the ball. Left elbow Cook. Now he walks it over to the right elbow. Up top, Moss. Walks it around, hands it off to Bohannon, who sets it up again, trying to find something. No movement in the offense right now. Moss, left wing. Now he'll drive baseline, kick it to Garza. Garza thought about a three. Now he will pull the trigger on the tray, and that one goes as the buzzer sounds on the 30-second clock. Hawkeyes take it 13-7, Oregon up the court. Pritchard, right wing, now up top, circling it around. Amin. He's picked up by Moss. Back to Pritchard. Thought about a three for a second, pulled it down. Short jumper on the way, no good. Rebounded by Bohannon. Good box out by Garza there, keeping the big men away. Bohannon. Wieskamp now, down low to Garza. Garza against Bull. His third block of the game. It's going to stick with the Hawkeyes. Bull averages 3.5 blocks a game, and the Hawkeyes are just challenging him right now, which, I mean, I guess you like to see, but they're not getting many shots up and over him thus far. They'll have to figure something out there if they want to keep trying to go over him. Bohannon inbounds it to Moss up top. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Moss takes a Cook screen. Gets it back to Cook up top on Pritchard. Good matchup here. 4:25. And there's Bull's fourth block of the game. The Hawkeyes are going to have to do something about that. Amin, left wing, now to Pritchard. Down low to Bull against Wieskamp. He gets triple teamed, but still puts it in. 13-9. The Hawkeyes lead here. 14:20 to go in the first half. Bohannon, Moss, three-pointer. Bang! That one is good. Hawkeyes looking good here early from deep. 16-9 is the score. Hawkeyes answer in every run as Pritchard drives to the hole and then gets bumped on the right-handed layup attempt by Garza. He'll be going to the line for a couple free throws. Pritchard on the season here is averaging 16 points a game and 5.5 assists and 1.5 steals. Leads the team in those two categories. Bull leads the team in points per game at 17.5 and 12 rebounds. He's also throwing on those 3.5 blocks. Very good shooter from the field, both Pritchard and Bull, as that first free throw is left short, and that is Pritchard's first free throw miss on the season. Bull already has a pretty impressive stat line here tonight. 6 points, 4 blocks, 2 boards, but the Hawkeyes still lead 16-9. Not much help from Bull's teammates. Pritchard toes up the stripe. Second free throw, no good also. Long rebound goes to Moss. He walks it up the floor. Gets it down low to Kriener, who has checked into the game for Garza, along with Nicholas Bear. That basket is good. The lead is up to 9 for the Hawkeyes. 18-9, under 14 to go in the first half. Pritchard, right wing, picked up by Kriener. Not a matchup you like to see as Bohannon's guarding Bull down low. But they don't see it and they can't get it to him. Wide open three-pointer coming on the way. No good. Pritchard's going to get called for over the back, and it's going back to the Hawkeyes. The shot that time was no good by Paul White. 18-9 the score. 13-40 go before the first break. This would be a nice big win. The Hawkeyes really struggled last season playing defense. At times, it looked like the teams could score at will against the Hawkeyes. Seems to have changed a little bit this season as they have stepped it up. As Oregon's sticking with their full court pressure, Kriener gets it to Cook. Cook gets it knocked away. Not a really great pass that time out of the hands of Kriener. Oregon coming up floor. Bear on Bull. They dump it down low, and they're going to get a reaching call on Isaiah Moss. That one will be an inbound down low. Bear is a good defender, and he's losing a lot of inches on Bull in that matchup, but He's very aggressive on how he plays. I kind of like it. He plays not reckless, but it's very controlled and aggressive, and he's a very exceptional defender, which you would think would be a good matchup. But 7-2 is a lot to handle. Oregon trying to find something here, having a tough time hanging on to the balls. Now there's only 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Pritchard thought about a step back three. No. They're swinging around, left baseline, shot in and out, no good. They're going to get a foul on Connor McCaffrey that time. Hawkeyes just can't get out of this possession fast enough as they've given several opportunities to the Ducks. This will be an inbound from the sideline this time. Or no, baseline. They get it in. Almost, nope, it is taken away by the Hawkeyes. Looks like it was Nicholas Baer who got a hand on it up top. Kriener controlled, gets to Cook. Cook running the court, putting up the shot. There's no shot, though, as the foul is on the ground, I believe, is what the official's saying. Cook calling for the block here, but nothing. 18-9 the score, 12:51 to go in the first half. Hawkeyes will inbound down low. They get it in up top to Baer, to Moss. A good pass there, and we had a nice looking three, but no. Now McCaffrey controls on the right wing. He brings it around left side down to Cook, who's trying to post up Kriener. Nothing going. McCaffrey, now he'll walk it around up top. Baer will take a deep three. That one is good. The Hawkeye lead is up to 12, 21-9. Three-pointing. Three-pointers are falling for the Hawks here tonight as Pritchard brings the ball up top. Good help by Kriener, but it's going to lead to a wide-open three by Oregon, and he gets hit on the shot. Moss gives up 3 free throw attempts here. Hawkeyes, though, 21-9, biggest lead of the game. Going to the stripe now for Oregon is Victor Bailey Jr. On the season, he's shooting 100% at the line. Still a young season, though. The lefty steps up to the stripe. First free throw coming the way. That one rattles home good. Awaiting the ball for the second try. Hawkeyes lead by 11 in the first half. Second free throw is good as well. One more coming here. As Moss fouled him on the three-point attempt, he'll check out of the game for Maishi Daly. Daly, a good defender that the Hawkeyes have coming off the bench. Also can knock down a few threes and also put up a mean poster last year during the season. Third free throw is good as well, so the Ducks capitalize on some big opportunities right there to make it a 9-point game. Now Kriener trying to break the press, back to McCaffrey. McCaffrey throws it almost away, controlled by the Hawks. Daly up top, little iffy breaking that full court pressure. Kriener outside with it, fake left, tried going right, gets to Cook, now to Baer, right wing, three-pointer on the way, no good. That one a little bit ugly off to the left. Rebounded by Pritchard, and up the floor he comes. Pritchard running the offense here, trying to get something going. Not much going in the half-court offense thus far for the Ducks. Bull has 6 points and 3 free throws right there by Bailey, sorry about that. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebounded by McCaffrey. Went way up to get it about the free throw line. Now he's trying to drive inside, but he gets bumped on the way to the right lane. Looked like he was just going to be content on pulling it out and waiting to set up the possession. But we are at the under 12 timeout. The Hawkeyes lead 21-12. Keep it tuned here. 11:21 to go in the first half. Hawkeyes lead by 9 and looking good. Welcome back here, and thanks for staying tuned. The Hawkeyes lead here. They lead Oregon 21-12 in the first half. Hawkeyes looking good, especially from deep to this point. They're looking good in their half-court offense also, which has really been a big factor here and as to why they haven't blown out these first two games against far inferior opponents. They just haven't really been able to communicate well on the offensive side, but it's good to see them clicking on all units here early. Wieskamp, Kriener, Bear, and McCaffrey, the five on the floor for the Hawks. Wieskamp left wing with it, walks it around up top, gets it to McCaffrey, who gets it to Bear. Now Daly on the right wing. Daly takes a Kriener screen, was looking for a roll there, but nothing. Kriener thought about a three twice, pulled it down, handed it off to McCaffrey. Deep three-pointer on the way. That one is good. Lead up to 12 again, 24-12. Some more three-pointers here for the Hawkeyes, as we are now under 11 minutes to go before the break. Oregon looking to find something offensively. For as good as Iowa's offense has been, Oregon's has really struggled as they put in a reverse layup, that time out of the hands of Khabib. McCaffrey brings it up the floor, takes a Kriener screen, picks up his dribble. Wieskamp baseline trying to drive, gets it to Kriener. One more here to Daly, another one to Bear. Three-pointer on the way. That one rims in and out. About half the ball was down through the hoop that time, but decided to pop back up. Pritchard controls up top. He hands it off to Kigab. Back to Pritchard, left wing, guarded by Daly. Kigab up top. Takes a screen, trying to drive baseline again. No good. Oh, he does sneak it over the front of the rim that time. That one is good. Lead down to 8, 24-16. Hawkeyes push it right back up the floor, breaking that pressure, no problem. Daly, McCaffrey to Wieskamp in the corner. Kriener, right elbow J on the way. No good. Looked like Wieskamp might have been pushed in the back. No call. Pritchard controls up the floor, picked up by Daly. Tried driving baseline. Good defense by Daly to force him to kick it out. Oregon circling up top. Amin controls. He'll walk it around to the right. Hand it off to Pritchard. Pritchard handed it off to Amin. A tough spot right there. Good defense as Wieskamp got a hand on it. Now there's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to stick with Oregon. But good defense there by the Hawks. This will be a baseline inbounds pass. So we see Connor McCaffrey flashing the leather here for Rick Heller's squad. I believe he had a walk-off home run here a few weeks ago in some fall ball for the Hawkeyes, so that was great to see. Hawkeyes offense clicking here early as they're having great success behind the arc, which isn't typical of really this team aside from a couple of shooters. Bohannon, Moss is always a very streaky shooter. Pritchard pops one from Carmelo Anthony range, no good. Rebounded by Daly. Daly pushing the cause up the floor, almost loses the ball from behind. Garza was checked back into the game, hands it to Daly. Takes a Garza screen, driving. Left-handed lip, no good. They're going to say straight up that time. Fight for the ball. Controlled by Wieskamp, driving inside, and they're going to get a charge on Wieskamp. Tough break right there. Just some good hustle by Wieskamp to run the ball down. But better defense by the Ducks, waiting for Wieskamp, just walked right into that charge. 24-16 is the score here. 8:52 to go in the first half. Wieskamp, 2 fouls in the game so far, no points. Don't like to see that. Slight delay in the action here as we have some subs running in. The Hawkeyes will pick up their full court zone pressure. Got Wieskamp controlling the top up here. And then Bohannon and Daly were also assisting on the sides, but Oregon cracks it. Driving baseline against Cook is, who is that? Was that Pritchard there or Amin that time tried driving baseline, nothing going. 8:40 to go in the first half. Hawkeyes lead is 8. Playing some good defense here early. Hopefully they can keep it up for the rest of the game. They'll send Amin to the line here as for 2 free throws. Or no, 1-1 free throw here. It's not what it says on the TV screen, but the first one's good to go here. 24-17, lead down to 7. Smallest it's been in quite a while here. Amin's second shot is good. Lead down to 6. Bohannon gets the inbounds pass, walking it up the right side of the floor, trying to find something to Garza, to Cook. Cook, Daly, left wing, thought about it. No. Pulls it down. Now he'll get it to Cook up top, who thought about a wide open 3, but he goes up with a powerful right-handed jam. Ending the little Ducks run right there, 26-18. Cook thought about the deep 3, but decided to go for what he does best and hammers it down with the right hand. Up top with it, Ducks trying to find something. Hawkeyes looking for another stop here, trying to get a little run going of themselves. Reverse layup, no good, but the 7-2 big man Bull there to put it in. 4-2. McCaffrey gets it to Garza. Garza to McCaffrey. That looks like a block, and they will call it there, and the Hawkeyes are shooting 1-and-1s. Or nope, one more foul, and they will be in the 1-and-1. This will just be an inbound pass. Here we see Cook with a beautiful move. He's developed a lot as a player. He's developed a little bit of an outside shot, so you kind of got to keep it honest there. And, of course, Bull was crashing on that because his long arms have the ability to get up and block any shot basically around the three-point arc. But there's a timeout on the floor. I believe that was the under 8 timeout, so we're going to take it as well. Keep it tuned here. Hawkeyes lead. Thank you for staying tuned here, Hawkeye fans. Hawkeyes lead Oregon here by 8 in the first half, under 8 timeout. We'll take a look here at some other scores around the Big Ten from today. Penn State and DePaul are facing off right now. Penn State trails 36-31. Earlier today, Purdue beat Appalachian State. They are playing down in Charleston right now. It is a little tournament down there. And Ohio State beat Creighton 69-60. So the Big Ten having a good day up to this point as we're checking back to game action here. Hawkeyes look to continue their hot shooting here in the first half, extend their lead as they have the ball. As it will be McCaffrey bringing the ball up the floor. McCaffrey to Cook, right wing, trying to drive baseline, spin into the lane, no good. Tried to force it a little bit too much right there. And up the floor come the Ducks. They get it down low to their big man, and he's just trying to flick it up, but no good. Cook gets the board over Bull, and then a risky pass, bad pass that time by Cook. Turned over, driving to the hoop. He puts up the shot. Blocking call. 2 free throws coming here for the Ducks, looking to trim into this 6-point lead for the Hawks. Amin going to the free throw stripe on the season. Perfect so far. He's averaging 8.5 points a game for Oregon. First one on the way, rims in and out, and back in good. Lead down to 5. Hawkeyes got this lead up to 12 in the first half, but it has shrunk since then. Second one on the way. That one rolls in as well. Garza inbounds. Hawkeyes lead by 4. 7:20 to go before the intermission. Bohannon trying to find something to Daly now, left wing. Daly trying to drive baseline. Not a great decision. Kicks it out to Garza. Now to Bohannon. 15 on the shot clock. Bohannon takes a Garza screen. Daly now, left side, takes a Garza screen. Garza, shot fake on Bull, got him in the air, gets it to Cook, and they're going to get a charge on Garza. Was the right idea right there, just kind of lost control of his body. It's a tough play right there if you're Garza. It's a good decision, though, by Oregon to draw the charge. Paul White that time as Garza checks out of the game. Nicholas Baer checks in. Full court zone pressure for the Hawks. Trying to break it are the Ducks, and they do. Amin driving down low on Kriener. Mismatch for him speed-wise, and he steps on the out-of-bounds line. It's going back to the Hawkeyes. Hawkeyes offense hit a little bump here. Been a bit stagnant over the last several minutes. I believe Bohannon only has one shot thus far in the game. You'd like to see him become more involved. Bohannon controls up top. Gets it to Daly, top of the key. Takes a Cook screen. They're going to get a moving screen on Cook. Cook's got to be careful there. Almost freaked out. Looked like could have called a technical right there on a meltdown on Cook, but nothing there. And the Hawks will take a, or nope, Fran McCaffrey just having a little discussion with the official, sure, just commenting on his nice looks and whatnot, as Riley Till checks into the game. Usually Till is a late in the game bench rider for the Hawkeyes, but maybe just trying to figure something out, getting in a little bit of foul trouble as the Hawkeyes have 10 here in the first half. Oregon circling. Pritchard, left wing with it. Gets to Bailey. Wide open down low is Bull. A tough pass. Controlled by Bull, though. Dumps it down to number 0. Blocked by Till. And they're going to get a... Not sure what the call was. Maybe a foul that time on Will Richardson, the forward. Hawkeyes catching a break there. 26-22. Bohannon up the floor. Drives inside the three-point arc. Dumps it to Till. Till wasn't looking for it. Now he hits the floor, trying to save it. They got to get back. Till stops the ball. Wide open, left corner three. No good. Fight for the rebound, and Baer comes down with it. Gets it to Daly. He's picked up all the way down the floor by Bailey. And they're going to get a reach-in foul on Bailey. A little Bailey on Daly action right there in favor of the Hawkeyes. 5:40 to go before the intermission. Hawkeyes lead 26-22. Daly at the line. Hawkeyes in the bonus. First one way short, no good. Kriener knocks the ball out of bounds, though. Good hustle by him as he goes one row deep. Now there's a slight delay in the action here. A very unorthodox lineup for the Hawkeyes. You got Bohannon, Daly, two good guards out there. And then you got Kriener, Baer, and Till, who a lot of people don't really know a lot about Riley Till. But playing some quality minutes here in the first half to pick up off of some foul trouble. Still waiting here as the ball is inbounded to Pritchard. Pritchard picks it up, picked up by Bohannon. Bohannon to Richardson, left wing to up top to Bull. He's guarded by Bohannon, just a little bit of a height mismatch there. So the Hawks are in their zone defense. Bull, three-pointer, no good. Fight for the rebound. Controlled, and Richardson now right wing up top, Pritchard. Pritchard to Richardson, left wing, back to Pritchard. Deep three-pointer, short, no good. Rebounded by Bohannon. Bailey will pick up Bohannon up top to Baer. Wide open three-pointer, no good. That one Ugliest looking shot of the night for Iowa. They still lead though, 26-22, 4:59 to go in the first half. Oregon controls up top. They got Richardson now, trying to force it down low to Bull, but great defense by Bear. He picks up a dribble, gets it to Daly. Great defense by Bear to cut off that pass. Daly, right wing, into the corner. Bohannon trying to do something with it, find some space to move. Right elbow Jay. That one is good. Bohannon gets, I believe, his second shot of the night to go down, 28-22. Lead back up 6. But baseline Jay wide open, answered right away by Bailey. Lead down to 4 once again. Daly, right side, takes a Kriener screen. Bear to Till, back down to Kriener on Bull. He's going to have to be careful here, and he does roll it over the hand of Bull. Kriener just gets enough on it. Now ball on the ground, taken away by Bohannon. Hawks rolling with numbers. Bohannon three-pointer. That one is good. Hawkeye lead up to 9, 33-24, and the bench is loving it. A nice run right here by the Hawkeyes. And they lead by 9, 33-24. 3:48 to go. The next stoppage of play is a TV timeout, the final of the half. Ducks controlling up top, trying to find something. They do get it to Bull on the baseline. Good defense by Kriener, and that one is either airballed or tipped. Either way, great defense by the big man for the Hawkeyes. Riley Till hands it off to Bohannon. Bohannon, three-pointer on the way. No good. That was a heat check shot, but Bear gets the offensive board. Back to Bohannon. Fresh shot clock for the Hawkeyes. Bohannon calling for a Kriener screen here, and he takes it. Was looking for a little bit of a roll, but Kriener will pop a 3. That one is good. Nothing but net. Lead back up to 12. 36-24. Hawkeyes lead. Timeout on the floor. I believe it is Oregon. Hawkeyes hit a huge run here. It was a 28-24 game, but an 8-0 run. A couple of more three-pointers for the Hawkeyes, and it is looking good as there's a stoppage in play, so it's the under 4 timeout. We are going to take a timeout with them. Keep it tuned here. You're listening to the Hawkeye Tailgate Report, live streaming the Iowa basketball game. We are back here. You're listening to Hawkeye Tailgate Report, live streaming the Iowa-Oregon basketball game. We'll try and do this as much as we can throughout the season. Hawkeyes lead here, though, by 12 in the first half against a very good Oregon team, 36-24. Almost a halftime, 3 minutes to go. Hawkeyes have hit I'd say they're hitting a 60% clip from deep in this game. It's a big reason as to why they're leading, but also some stellar defense as Oregon trying to find some penetration down low. Nothing going. Ball fought for and rebounded by Bear. A good contested layup that time. Great defense by the Hawkeyes. Bohannon up the floor across the half-court line, and they'll set it up again, looking for some more points. Kriener to Daly, back to Kriener to Bear. Now Till, left side, who's playing some quality minutes in the first half. Bohannon gets the three-pointer coming here. No good. Rebounded by Till. Right place, right time. Bohannon will pop another one. That one, no good. Rebounded by Oregon. Wooten gets the board. Now to Amin. And Pritchard up top with it. Swinging it around. Now Pritchard controls again to Amin. Hawkeyes sticking with their zone defense. Working pretty well here. Now Pritchard's walked into a three-pointer, no call, rebounded by Kriener. Gets it up the court in a hurry to Daly. Daly patiently pulls it back. Good decision. There wasn't enough numbers there. Now Daly will pull the trigger on a right wing three. That one is good. Lead is 15 for the Hawkeyes. 39-24. Hawkeyes lead, $1:40 to go before the first break. Hawkeyes shooting 52% here in the first half and 8 of 16 from three. Pritchard up top with it. Trying to drive baseline, nothing going, swinging around. Amin now, right wing three. That one's going to be short, no good. Rebounded, though, by Oregon. Shot up, no good. They get fouled. They're going to get Nicholas Bear that time. And I believe Paul White was the shooter, so he'll head to the free throw stripe. White, only 50% foul shooter on the season. Not his best. White, couple dribbles here. Gets into his motion. First one, rims in and out, no good. Rattled around in there. Every bounce going the Hawkeyes' way here in the first half. Free throw number, big time in favor of Oregon. They've attempted 12 and have made 9. The Hawkeyes are only 1 of 3 at the charity stripe this evening. Subs into the game once again here for both teams. Cordell Pemsel, worth noting, he's not healthy enough this game this evening as the second free throw goes. That's why we're seeing a lot of Riley Till action. And it looks like timeout called by the Hawkeyes. Good decision right there. But struggling with the full court man pressure. Oregon had been running a zone press the whole game up to this point. But they pick it up with man-to-man. And Bear wisely calls a timeout before throwing away a possession. Minute 25 to go before the break. As we check in here, some big football being played around high school in eastern Iowa this evening. Western Dubuque is facing Xavier in the 3A state championship game. West Dubuque looking for their first state title since 2001 when Mike Elgin was their big key player. Also had a bunch of other really good players on that team, but Xavier, no familiar to state championships as they're looking for yet another one. Currently, Xavier leads 27-20 with about 5 minutes to go, but West Dubuque just took possession of the ball. So hopefully, I'm a former West Dubuque student, so hopefully the Bobcats can put a little run together here to try and pull off an upset and bring home a state title that the football team hasn't had since 2001. It's been a while. So we get back to action. Daly will inbound this one. Still nothing going on the inbounds pass. Kriener gets it to Bohannon, though, this time. And Bohannon to Daly as he crosses the half-court line. 39-25 to score. Hawkeyes lead. Minute 15 to go before the intermission. Till, left wing, gets it to Daly. Kriener up top with it. Hands it off to Bohannon. Bohannon rejects a Kriener screen. Baseline J, no good. Rebounded by Oregon as they control, looking to trim into this 14-point lead right before half. They get it to Amin, right wing. Hawkeyes still sticking with their 2-3 zone. It's been very effective here in the first half. Three-pointer on the way from Amin. That one rolls in over the right side of the rim. Good. Lead 11, 39-28, 40 seconds to go before the break. Hawkeyes look like they'll just wind this clock down as far as they can. Won't get that 2-for-1 opportunity anymore. Daly takes a Kriener screen. Now Daly calling for a little help up top. Gets to Kriener. Kriener three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebounded by Pritchard. 20 seconds to go. Shot clock's off. Oregon can trim it down to a single-digit game. Hawkeyes looking to prevent that. 39-28 is the score. Pritchard controlling up top. 5 seconds to go now. They're going to have to get something going towards the hoop. Driving, baseline, Jay. That one is no good, and the Hawkeyes take it to half. Very impressive. 39-28 lead over the number 13 team in the country. The Hawkeyes just they're playing very, very good basketball right now. Great defense, and 8 of 17 from deep, as you can see on the screen right there. They're being outshot at the free throw stripe, but everything clicking in the half-court offense for the Hawkeyes right now as we take a look at some stats here from the first half of action. Luka Garza, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3. He has 8 points, 1 rebound. He does have 4 fouls, however, so that's going to be a huge issue for the Hawks as we head into the second half. Jordan Bohannon has 7 points on 3 of 7 shooting, 1 of 4 from deep, 5 assists and 3 rebounds to go with only 1 turnover and a steal. Isaiah Moss, 6 points, 2 of 3 shooting on the game, 2 3-pointers made for him. Tyler Cook, 5 points on 2 of 5 shooting. He's got 2 boards as well. He also has 2 fouls, so our big men are in a little bit of foul trouble here. And Joe Wieskamp went scoreless in the first half, but also only shot the ball 1 time. 3 rebounds to go with that as well, one of those offensive. So we take a look at some bench stats. Only 3 bench scorers are in figures or have scored for the Hawkeyes this evening. Kriener, 7 points on 3 of 5 shooting. Daly, 3 points. And McCaffrey has 3 points as well. 1 of 1 from the field. I believe Nicholas Bear snuck some points out there as well. Maybe a 3-pointer that didn't show up. But Hawkeyes playing very exceptional ball up to this point. And credit to Riley Till late in the first half when Garza started getting in foul trouble. He stepped up big time. I think he came in with about 5-6 minutes left. He stepped up big time, played some very quality minutes. Got some offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, played some very good defense. But we're going to take a short intermission here, but keep it tuned. Second half of action, probably about 15 minutes away, and we'll have the second half here as well. Keep it tuned to the Hawkeye Tailgate Report, streaming live of the Iowa Hawkeye basketball game.
Mhm.
Thank you for staying tuned, Iowa Hawkeye basketball fans. As we head into the second half, the Hawkeyes hold an 11-point lead, played some stellar defense in the first half, along with splashing home many of three-pointers. Really couldn't miss from deep in the first half. Get you some team statistics here shortly. Hawkeyes shooting 15 of 32 from the field, 46%, about 47%. 47% from deep, but only 1 of 3 at the free throw stripe compared to 10 of 13, 76% for Oregon. Hawkeyes win in the assist and rebound battle, which is kind of shocking. Consider they got Bull out there. It's 7 foot 2 inches tall. Oregon controlling the offensive glass, steals, blocks, and turnovers as well. Actually, both teams sit at 6 turnovers apiece. We got a quick note here on some high school football, the 3A state championship game between Epworth Western Dubuque and Cedar Rapids Xavier. Xavier just scored another touchdown to make it 34-20. It was fourth and goal from the 1 yard line. Touchdown or any points at all would have ended it. Otherwise, West Dubuque would have had to go 99 yards in 30 seconds with no timeouts, but it looks like Xavier's going to pull out yet another state title. Congratulations to Xavier on the state title in football right there, Class 3A champions. As the Hawkeyes get the ball to start the second half, Cook turnaround, left-handed jumper, no good. Rebounded by Oregon. Pritchard up the floor with it, walks it around up top. Now to Bull, moving it around, trying to get something going, as their offense in the first half was very stagnant in the half court. Guarded by Wieskamp, who only took 1 shot in the first half. Now switched on to Cook. Back to Pritchard up top. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Pritchard going to pull up on Bohannon. Bohannon doesn't even put a hand up. Rebounded by Wieskamp. Hawkeyes in action once again. Wieskamp brings up the left side, gets to Cook. Cook shot fake, and they're going to call a traveling violation on Cook as the bucket falls, but will not count. Just looked a little too eager when he got that one. He knew what he wanted to do, just snuck an extra step in before he put the ball on the ground to dribble. Turnover on the Hawkeyes. Oregon, right wing now, controlling, trying to post up Bull, but good defense by Garza, not letting that happen. Garza has some size and some girth to him. Can put his butt into anybody and back him out. Oregon, controlling. Amin, driving by Moss. Moss's shot might have been deflected by Garza, controlled by Wieskamp. He's going to have to watch out here. Gets it taken away from behind. That was as predictable as ever. Pritchard now driving up on Moss. Shot up, no good. Bull knocks it out. Rebounded by Oregon. They get it on the baseline. Pritchard's layup, no good. He can't buy a bucket tonight. As Garza controls, he hands it off to Bohannon. Bohannon picked up by Amin all the way up the floor. Minute and a half gone by here in the second half of play. Hawkeyes still lead by 11. Wieskamp right wing to Cook. Cook slowing it down, getting it to Moss. Takes a Garza screen. He's driving inside, loses the ball. Hawkeyes way too many turnovers here in the first 2 minutes of the second half. Oregon driving inside, shot no good. Put back dunk is good. Out of the hands of Wooten. Hawkeyes got to limit these turnovers. They have 3 so far in the second half of playing. I believe only had 4 possessions. Bohannon drives into the right elbow, picks up his dribble. Wieskamp trying to go baseline, nothing going. Cook, Moss, 3-pointer on the way. That one rims in and out, no good. Fight for the board, brought in by Pritchard. Oregon looking to trim into the lead once again. Bull puts up a wild shot, rebounded by Bohannon. Good transition defense by Moss as the ball gets to Cook, and he hammers down another one. Another right-handed signature Tyler Cook dunk. The bench loves it, and the lead's back up to 11, 41-30. Bull limps to the bench. That's not a good sign at all for Oregon. Number 4 recruit in the nation, very versatile. Had a very exceptional first half. Looks like he's reaching towards his ankle. It's a long way to reach for him, but he's on his feet. Looked like as he was corralling this ball down low, just got a little wild. Good defense by Moss, though. You got to give it to him for not giving up on the way back. He could have laid down and said, hey, this is a 7-2 guy. I'm just going to get thrown on a poster, but instead played some defense and forced a bad shot by Oregon. Pritchard hands the ball off. They really don't have anything going down low. They just had 4 guys standing up top the key. They still have 3. Now they're just looking a little confused on the offensive side as Daly has checked into the game along with Connor McCaffrey, Riley Till,